Hi guys, I just wanted to do a video to show you the progress that I'm having with my bullet journal. We've got a bit of a weird setup today. This is my yoga mat. My bedroom is quite difficult with lighting. I have lots of overhead lights, so at any one time there'll be lots of shadows. As you can see, I've got like 8 hands here because there's shadows coming from all directions, so sorry if the lighting's a bit weird. Anyway, so if you've seen my previous video, you will have seen the basic setup of this. It's my personal wine Holborn Filofax that I took the rings out of, and it's working really well for me. And I've just set it up a bit more, and I've been focusing on developing planning techniques within it, and I think that's really important because this week on Filofaxy there have been quite a few posts about actual time management, which is something I think has been missing from the planner community lately, because a lot of people focus on using planners as journals or using them for decorating, and that's fine, but for me I do need to definitely focus on time and stuff management, so making sure that I use my time wisely and making sure I get all my stuff done. And so I've been trying to focus on that a lot more in the last week or so. I'll just show you quickly the inside. So I've just got a few cards here, like my library card for the local university library, NHS donor card, Filofaxy business card from Steve, just in case anybody asks me about Filofaxes and stuff. I can say, oh, go on the website, and some post-it notes in there. You'll see how I use them later. I have this beautiful pocket that I love here. It's got my weekly bus ticket in it. I normally have a monthly one, which would go in here though, but I love this pocket. And my month on two pages calendar. And then I can't remember the name, but in my previous video somebody commented that the way I should fix the postcard on the front cover of my book was with photo corners, so I did that and it works brilliantly, so thank you, although I'm sorry I've forgotten your name. And you might be able to see this tag I've got here. This is because the notebook sticks out a bit, I can see if I've got anything important, I can stick a tag there and have that poking out, so that even when the binder's closed, here's Chloe. Meow, yeah. It pokes out so I can see it. Okay, I'm going to have to speed up because she's walking in the camera. My camera will only film 15 minutes. I may split this into 2 videos. Okay, so quickly, I have some of the same things that you saw last video. I have my weekly diary. I will have 1 month in at a time, so I can forward plan 1 month ahead, you know, for the current month. And then I've got the monthly diary calendar there. I've got a notes page for quick notes. Chloe, she's making shadows. Quick notes, just scribbled notes. I've got my shopping list, my wish list. She's just jumped up on the bed and just made a lot of noise. Anyway, I've got this repeat tasks list. I'll talk about this in either in a few minutes or in the second video, depending on how long this video takes. I've got library books that are due back, the dates, and my waiting for list. Transfer. I talked about this in the previous video. If I have things that I need to transfer over to one of my other Filofaxes or one of my Midoris, I can just write it on a post-it note in here, transfer it, cross it off, and when the post-it note is all used up, I can just put another one on. If I've got lots of notes, I can use one post-it note for lots of notes, or multiple post-it notes at any one time, so I've got a 2-page spread for that. And then that's what this tag is for. So as a sort of alert, I've got my transfer thing. I know at a glance that I've got stuff I need to transfer from here into that you know, relevant binder. Then I've got my mum's working times, bus times. This is temporary information or planning. So because this is, you know, if it's something that's temporary, something that I don't need to keep that information all the time, because it's a bound book and I can't take pages out, I will just stick a sticky on here, write down the temporary planning, transfer it to my weekly if necessary, or keep it on here until it's useless, and then I don't have a page in here that's got information on it from 6 months ago that I don't need anymore. Near future to-dos, ideas or projects, I'll talk about that in a minute. 2015 goals, and then this, I was going to do it like a bullet journal, but the thing is with me, I tend to, if I write things down, a bullet journal format is great for as a brain dump, but then I don't actually go back and process those things or do those things. I just sort of think, well, I've collected them, I've written them down, I won't forget them, but I never actually do them. So I've stopped using this as a bullet journal. Instead I've got another system, but I'm going to use this as sort of like a actual journal. So if something important happens, like for example this was what we did on our London trip, then I will write it down in here and then I can transfer it to my When Frogs Sing journal later. There's March expenses because I have to keep track of my spending because I'm trying to save. And random to-dos, that's something to do with my planning. And my currently pages. So my planning system, I can do detailed planning in my A5 Filofax, that's fine. But my things that I need to take with me when I'm out, so I don't need to take, you know, planning for a long-term project out with me. But I do need to take things like shopping list, waiting for list, project list, that sort of thing. So if I've got 5 minutes to sit down and think, well, what have I got that I've got to focus on at the moment, or wasn't there something that I was waiting for, an email or something, these are just the quick lists that I can check, like waiting for, shopping list, that kind of thing. The currently list is kind of like an amalgamation of everything that is either on my mind or should be on my mind, long-term projects, even quick projects, but things that I need to be aware of at the moment. So like there are long-term projects, and then I'll like circle or square or zigzag around them with a border. And then there are quick things, so like catching up with When Frogs Sing, I'll achieve that eventually. And then this book I'm reading, I'll finish that eventually. It is a really thick book though, so it won't be anytime soon. And I'll just keep writing things in here. And that's part of my planning as well. I am going to finish this video soon because I'm not sure how long I've been filming for, and my camera only lets me film for 15 minutes at a time. And then I will talk in more detail about my actual planning system. So first couple of weeks review, I really love this system. I love having a bound book again. Oh, at the back I've written the contents, because I know that the pages won't accidentally get torn out. I love the bullet journal idea, not necessarily the actual way you list to-dos, because as I said, I don't tend to check them afterwards like this. But I love the idea that you can make the pages mixed. So as you might be able to see, I've coloured in down the side of the pages, like life mapping, like the Asian style. I think quite a few Asian styles of you know, notebooks and things do that sort of tag down the side. Because if I had made this book divided into sections, I don't know how many pages I'd need for notes, how many pages I'd need for planning and stuff. So by having it all consecutively, so a planning page next to a note page, next to a reference page, it doesn't matter how many pages I have left. With the tags, it helps me to find things. I'll eventually learn the order of things. I've got the contents to help me, and it's great. as soon as I use this book up, I can just start up a new book. Most of the lists will then be defunct because, you know, I will have filled up a whole page, or, you know, more than one page, so it won't matter that they're still in this book. Even the reference pages, I'm not going to have that many, but even those I can just quickly transfer them over. As soon as I've finished a page, so for example the shopping list is one that's going to get filled up really quickly, I'll just start a new page at the next free page. I can have tabs along the top to mark things that I have to see very frequently, and yeah, all in all I love it. The only thing that's a problem with this is the pen loop tends to push the book up, so it's a bit difficult to write on the right hand side because it pushes it. And the rivets are the sort of pegs that hold the ring mechanism in place there and there. They're sort of annoying me a bit, so I'm going to file them down. And also with this postcard, which is kind of shiny, when I walk, it sort of, as I'm holding it, it sort of squeaks, it moves back and forward, the front cover against the postcard, so it kind of squeaks a bit, which is a bit annoying, but I'll find a way of overcoming that. So yeah, that's first impressions. I love it, and I'm even thinking of buying a Van der Spek cover like this to use as well, just because I want one that's pink. So yeah, there we go. I'm going to make the next video now that is going to be about the planning in here. So thank you for watching. Bye!